Hi, good morning. So today I'm going to use another load balancing software, Haproxy, for load balancing. So here's the setup. This is a Loongson mini PC running a Longfire open source firewall. And again, the red cable is to the upstream internet services provider to get a public internet services. The green cable connected to this Wi-Fi router working in bridge mode, meaning this Wi-Fi router will not assign dynamic IP address to the workstation. Instead, the mini firewall router, mini PC firewall will assign the dynamic IP address to the workstation. So this is just work as a simply as a switch. So the orange cable connected to this iMac. So it has this iMac will have internet access, and yeah, and I also will use this iMac to manage the Loongson mini PC firewall. So I added this guy. So this guy see the yellow cable connected to this same. We can see it as a switch. So this guy will get a dynamic IP address from this guy, and so it will also have internet access. So now we have like two workstations. This guy orange cable connected to the iMac to manage the mini PC firewall. The yellow cable connected to this guy. So this is a x86 Intel x86 based mini PC. I also installed the BPFire open source firewall on this mini PC. So you will have a similar web UI look between this Longfire mini PC firewall and this x86 mini PC firewall. So I call it BPFire. This is Longfire, just for to differentiate the firewall name for the CPU architecture. Okay, so here is the setup, and now let's go to the Loongson mini PC firewall, and this is the terminal section. Okay, so right now I logged in the Longfire firewall. And I'm going to show you the Haproxy, which is a open source load balancing software. And here is the configuration. So front end, we listen on port 8444. So that's going to be the listening port for the load balancer. And then we have a backend here. So the backend is this IP address and the listening port. So 192.168.9.14, listening port 444, which is the open source BPFire listening port, web UI listening port. Okay. So that's simple configuration, HA load balancer configuration. Okay. And we have this setting here. Right now it's off. We can change it to on to enable HA proxy. Okay. So now let's start up the HA proxy load balancer services. Okay. Now it's started. We can check. Okay, so the HA proxy daemon is running with this configuration, HA proxy.cfg. We can check the listening if it's listening on the port 8444. So it is listening HA proxy, listening on port 8444. That's the front end listening port. We can also look at the UI, this Longfire UI here. And if we go check the DHCP server, and we will have that like the, so we used the green network backend IP address 192.168.9.14. So that's the IP address of this guy. Okay, so this guy is the 168.9.14. So we will load balancing the HTTPS request to this backend BP firewall. Okay, now let's do the test from this guy. So this is our another iMac workstation, and we will access the Longfire public IP address 110.0. Okay, let me show you what's the public IP address for this guy, for this Longfire. And let's go to home. So here, this is the internet IP address, the internet facing IP address for the Longfire firewall. So it's 10.0.0.229, right? This guy. So now from this iMac, we will type in the internet IP address 10.0.0.229, and so the listening port would be 8444, right? And then we should get the web UI. So we get a successful load balanced to the backend BP firewall web UI, right? See the BP fire internet IP address is 192.168.9.14. Okay, and again, that is this guy's. Okay, and you can also tell the difference. So this is Longfire, mini PC firewall, which has the Haproxy services running to do the load balancing, to this BP Fire open source firewall that is running on the Intel x86 mini PC. Okay, so this guy is this guy. This guy is this guy. So we did successfully did the load balancing to this guy. Oh, one thing also for this setup, we also needed to open up the firewall rules here, and here is the firewall rule. Because we needed, in the firewall, we needed to allow the port 8444. See here, we allow the 8444 to be accepted by the firewall rule. That is why it works here when we send the request to this internet facing IP address 229 port 8444. This firewall rule should allow it. Okay. And also, again, we have this XDP SIM proxy acceleration, and for DDoS protection on this backend BP firewall, and we can do that demonstration in our next video. But this one is just quick demonstration to use Haproxy on the Loongfire to do load balancing to your backend server. So your backend server could be your normal web server. So in my case, I just used the BP firewall as a backend server for the demonstration. Okay, thanks for watching.